drone that's watching. So just watch for a moment. So the blue force is my friendlies. So see that little right-hand corner where it sees behind the containers? They're tracking where the bad guy is. They're tracking where my guys are. And then watch when they go behind the container. So I can actually see through it and watch. Now they're engaging the guy over there, and he's down.
Wow.
Imagine a guy's coming over a hill, and I want to engage him. So actually, I'm going to put on the mission shield. There we go. So this is a system that allows everybody to basically be operating as one combined hive mind, where you can all share a view of the world. And by the way, this view that I have, it's shared now with all of the robots as well. So anything I see, like let's see I see someone inside of a building, every drone and every person now sees that person where he is. It's so crazy that I was born at the right time to actually get to build all of this stuff. This is the drone that's watching, so just watch.
The new warfare has been upon us. First, I want to give all praises to Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahushua, Ba'ashem Makakadash. Double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone. Salutation to all the brothers and a few sisters out there. Onto the like foreigners. From the seed of Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob, Shalom in the Hebrew, which means peace. There's a new form of warfare that's upon us, which is obvious. Technology has reached a new peak. And part of that technology, under that banner of Esau's blessing, was a sword. All right. And a sword comes in many forms. However you think about it, however you think. Because what is a sword? A sword is a killing instrument. So under the ICBM nuclear missiles, there's a whole bunch of different variables, factors that you have to factor in. That's part of this man's blessing. All right. And this is what we're seeing. Real quick, get a couple. Daniel's 12:4. It says, but thou, O Daniel, shut up the words and seal the book, even the time of the end. So there was a time when the Lord had sealed the book, meaning the understanding of the scriptures. When you read Revelation, which means unveiling, the book of the unveiling, Revelation 1, the 5th chapter, tells you that the Lord was the only one that was worthy to break open that seal. All right. But here's the point. Many shall run to and fro, and knowledge shall be increased. So part of that knowledge that's to be increased is a thing called technology. All right. Which technology means word, logic, word spell, I believe. You break down the word technology, which give us 2 Thessalonians 2:7. It says, no, 2:8. And then shall that wicked be revealed, whom the Lord shall consume with the spirit of his mouth, which is the prophets. The prophets are there to consume, to tell the world who's Esau. All right. And shall destroy him with the brightness of his coming, which is the chariots. When Yahushua comes with the chariots, it says, even him whose coming is after the working of Satan. So when you look at the word Satan, not Satan, sorry, working is energia, energy, efficiency, and New Testament uses for superhuman power, whether of God or of the devil. And it says of Satan, so their power comes from Satan. Everything that they're doing, it comes from Satan, right? With all power, signs, and lying wonders. Got the word power, dominious, strength, power, ability, inherited power, power residing in a thing by virtue of natures, or which person or thing extracts and puts forth, exerts or put forth. Power for performing miracles. So what we just saw was a form of a little bit of a miracle. And we've seen this before. Well, the movie Eraser, and the brother had put in the chat. Shout out to elder brother Madagan, put in the chat from he said it, the Black Mirror episode. There's a Black Mirror episode where the dogs, there's a electronic dog, and it was hunting down somebody. It was like black and white. It was a couple episodes, but the point is, he's using strange technology to help forward his power. Now, here's the point I wanted to get. Isaiah 9:5. For every battle of the warriors with confused noise. So the ancient way of doing things was straight up hand-to-hand combat, okay, with knives, guns, spears, all that good stuff. But the Lord advanced the technology. So for what? So things could speed up. This is the only reason why technology is the way it is. It's for things to speed up. What thing it needs to, that's speeding up? The destruction. All right. It says, and garments rolled in blood, but this shall be with burning and fuel of fire. So this war of wars is going to be ending with burning and fuel of fire, which is this ICBM nuclear missile. So within that realm of weapons, Jeremiah 50, is it 25? Yeah, it's 15:25. It says, the Lord have opened his armory and brought forth the weapons of his indignations. So it did not say one weapon. It's talking about plenty of weapons. So the Lord parted this man, gave this man the knowledge, all right, on the left-hand side to use this technology to advance his cause, okay, to speed things up. This is why everything's the way it is. This is why he has this ability to do the things that he's doing. The Lord is allowing. This is Esau's blessing. All right. This is why when Peter cut one of it was the Pharisees' soldiers' ear off, the Lord got on Peter to tell him, like, put that sword down, because he that live by the sword shall die by the sword. So the Lord knew exactly what he was talking about. This is why the Lord also said he seen Satan as lightning. This advanced AI technology is not it is to destroy what they say humanity, but it's really to destroy Esau. All right. Ezekiel 21. Actually, we go this one first. Ezekiel 28 and 3. Oh, now let's see this spirit, man. But hold on, wiser than Daniel. There's no secret that they can hide from thee, because he searched everything out. You think it was by accident that he's such an advancement when it comes to his technology or his weaponry? Spirit had me thinking of scripture came to mind, and I just didn't know why, so I looked it up, and I was like, how can I use this for a show? And now I see Job 27:14. I saw that 3. This is the portion of the wicked man with the Most High, the heritage of the oppressors, which they shall receive of the Almighty. If his children be multiplied, it is for the sword, and his offspring shall not be satisfied with bread. So the advancement of this man's technology, for him to get all this power, is for him to be destroyed. And really, this is going to be in the kingdom, because not for his technology. No, because we're gonna have to be. The Lord's going to put He's going to have a special spirit to keep these people living. But if they do multiply, it's because of the sword. World War One. What happened to those people? They was fighting each other. World War Two. They was fighting each other. You see, and this is all advancement from the previous life. Their newly technology. All right. Those that remain of him shall be buried in death, and his widow shall not weep. This is why the so-called white woman doesn't give a damn about the white man. And the kingdom of heaven, she's not gonna give a. She's already shown that she's switching sides already off top. So just imagine when this man's system is crumbling right before him. They all gonna be hightailing. What was that? Ezekiel 21 and 9. It says, Son of man prophesied and said, Thus saith the Lord, say a sword is sharpened and also furbished. It is sharpened to make a sore slaughter. It is furbished that it may glitter. Glitter means to sharpen. So this man has been sharpened in his technology for a long period of time. Now we see Esau's greatness, so to speak. Okay. Now we're about to see all his wet dream, how he went, his desire to have things. We don't stand a chance against this man and under his blessing. This is why the Lord has to give us our blessing back. That's the only way we can combat this, because he's coming. All right, he's coming. He's coming for every last one of us. And it says, should we then make mirth and contempt of the rod of my son as of every tree? So should we party and have a good time? Should we? No. We should be alert, because this man is preparing for war. All right? He's preparing for something. This is why he has his robots. This is why he has robot dogs and so forth. He's preparing for a war. Because everything that he's doing on the right, it wouldn't make sense. Why do you need these things for? To advance warfare? Because the Lord is speeding things up once again, so he could destroy him at his peak. All right. You have given it to be furbished that it may handled. This sword is sharpened and is furbished to give into the hands of the slayer, which is Esau, to come against who? Israel. I'm gonna end it off on this. Isaiah 59 and 19. It says, So shall they fear the name of the Lord from the west, and from the glory of his glory from the rising of the sun, when the enemy shall come in like a flood. The spirit of the Most High shall lift up a standard against him. That spirit that's going to lift up is a Hebrew word nawas, which means to escape, to fly back, to fly. All right, fly on horseback. So we're going to have spiritual power. All right, we're going to have spiritual power to fight these devils off of us, because he's coming. He has everything that he desires, is going his direction, because he's fully into his blessing. So we got to tap into our blessing. So that being said, shalom to the elect of the nation Israel. Shalom.